Today we're doing a brief tour and guide of the Gadgeteer archetype or character class from Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition, the Basic Heroes Handbook. Now the Gadgeteer is weird because all three of our power suite options, they're centered around the idea of all of your powers coming from a device, though they're certainly not the only options in the book where your powers come from a device. You might think, oh, I could play Thor with this, right? And well, not really, although you could, just a very different kind of Thor, less burly and all that. If the Gadgeteer inherently stands out in any sort of ability rank, your core stats kind of area, it would be intellect, but really not by that much. Most of your stats are kind of on the lower and even within each other. There's not that much distance between any ability rank and the others. Intellect is slightly higher. You can improve that even more so if you pick Genius. You get a big boost to your intellect if you are the brains behind your devices that you wield, but not everyone necessarily is. And the other two options, various types of jack-of-all-trades, I guess, as far as ability improvements. So Agent and Thrill Seeker give you a handful of mostly 1s to 4 or 5 different ability ranks. Really, we have to cover a wide variety of characters because our 3 power suites are Artifact Bearer, who really is more of a Hal Jordan Green Lantern kind of a thing. Gimmicks, who I guess would be like a trickster or Joker maybe, but a hero. Is there a good version of them? Lots of gadgets and tend to be more gimmick themed, hence the name. Or Power Suit for Iron Man. So yeah, a wide variety of characters that people have in their heads, so we need to have the stats be fairly well-rounded. But whether you invented the tech or not, you still have to have at least some intelligence to work the tech in most cases, so they're definitely above average when it comes to working with technology, but also, like I said earlier, we need to cater to a wide variety of concepts. So, the skill packages you can pick provides a wide variety of skill bonuses for a wide variety of characters. Whether you're a scientist, mechanic, maybe you have a background in mysticism because your stuff is magical in nature, maybe you're more of an investigative detective type, maybe you're a businessman, so you're good at business, but also pretty good at talking to people, working the deals and all that. Or you might be more physically focused. Lex Luthor would probably have sports here because he trained his body as well as his mind, right? Wasn't he all about human perfection? Or am I just thinking of the animated series version of him, which to me is the best version because it's the only version I saw. Anyway, also it's worth noting that you get quite a few advantages for your character. Whether you're aggressive, loyal, inspiring, inventive, nimble, resourceful, tactical, you're going to get a whole mess of advantages to help bring that idea to life. With 9 advantages? That's crazy. Let's move on to the power suites. First of all, the Artifact Bearer, as I said, is sort of for your Hal Jordan Green Lantern type characters. You wield a single powerful device granting flight and the ability to project and control strange energy. Could be magical or alien or whatever else. It's probably one of those two, but not necessarily, of course. We get a bonus to our will, of course, because Green Lantern, and we have a wide variety of things to do with... It's Green Lantern, basically. That's exactly what it is. Everything you could expect and want a Green Lantern to do, this is what it does. We have single target damage, and area effect damage can come in the form of creating constructs and dropping it on people, which is actually really good. Wow. And of course, moving stuff around. Like everything Green Lantern can do. It's the Green Lantern thing. You do Green Lantern stuff, including going into space and flying around and all that crap. It's Green Lantern. Let's move on. Gimmicks. One thing I really like about Gimmicks is that it gives you some flexibility to bring your gimmick to life. So when it comes to your movement, which it's not as fast as the other two, that should be noted. It's more of a normal person with special gadgets kind of a feel to it. Fairly fast, but still not that fast. Anyway, you get to choose between different types of movement depending on what best fits your individual gimmick, and also you get a gimmick gun that can attack in one of several different ways, but you have to choose at creation whatever best suits your gimmick. Maybe you're more of a cold gun kind of a guy, and so one might fit that better. Or maybe a heat gun is more your style, or maybe you launch an exploding teddy bear or something. I don't know. We also get a gimmicky mask or some sort of headgear, which can help you in a wide variety of ways. You know, senses, and also it can help with your defensives. I guess like scanning the area, you're better aware of your surroundings, so it can make it easier to not die, which is good. Always good to not die. I recommend it to everyone all the time. And because you're basically a normal dude in a relatively normal-ish costume, I mean, technically I guess it would be super tech, but you know, you're more grounded. You tend to have more balanced defenses here, where the other guys are just really tough and super feeling. Here, there's a greater mix of avoiding and taking damage, so it has that more grounded feel to it, which might be exactly what you want. Finally, let's talk about the power suit. This is your Iron Man build, and yeah, like the artifact bearer, I'm not going to have a whole lot to say with it. It does all the things you would expect Iron Man to do. You put out damage, single target, area of effect, you're really strong. You're tough. You got good senses because of the sensors of the suit. It's Iron Man. I really don't have much to say about it. It's Iron Man. You're Iron Man. Anyway, that is it for today. Next time we're going to talk about a Mystic. I hate magic heroes. We might skip it. Save it for last. I don't know. Bye.